Be faithful.
Welcome to Faith Fridays. I am your host, Akil Roberts. And today on Faith Friday, I just want to talk about the faith that we need to continue to have hope to push through. I know I kind of bring this up a lot, and that's probably because in this season, there's a lot going on, health-wise, nation-wise, and so on and so forth. I just want to encourage everyone who's listening, everyone who's watching, that, God is still God. God is still the true and living God who I'm referring to. The true and living God is still God, is alive, is aware of our hardships and our struggles, our storms. And no matter the storm, no matter the hardship, there's one thing that remains true. God sees, God knows, and God cares. I just want to leave that with you to remember that God is active. And so what we have to do is get into a position to hear God, to take away all the noise, to take away all the distraction, to position ourselves to just be able to listen. Because whatever God has to say is essential and vital to our survival, to your survival. For you to make it through a storm, for you to make it through a test, you have to keep your eyes on God and what God is doing and what God is saying. Because when our eyes are anywhere else, those things, they don't have the answer. They don't have an answer. And they don't, even if they give a response, they don't have a legitimate answer to the problem we face, to the storm that we're in. So I encourage you to, regardless of the situation, regardless of what's just happened, I encourage you, my brothers and my sisters, to get in a place to hear from God. If you gotta fast. If you gotta consecrate some time, or you just spend time with God, consecrate the time. If you have to cut off the phone, if you have to cut off the TV, if you have to remove those things that distract, do it. Because it's better to hear from God, to know that God is speaking to you, to know that God has spoken to you, so that you can move and react and act on what God has said, than to drift and allow the circumstance to consume you. Don't let the storm consume you. Don't let the situation consume you. Lift up your head and look to the hills from where your help comes from. Put your trust, keep your trust, your hope in the Lord. Thank you for taking time to devour today's content. Like, subscribe, stay notified. Most of all, stay blessed.